because their plane's dying and they need to find a way to fix it. And they're trying, and their only solution is just take someone else's planet. Meanwhile, EGAD made a new time machine to try and that he's showing off. And Peach volunteers. But since Peach can't go one day in the Mushroom Kingdom without anything happening to her, she disappears. Yeah, and what made this game very different was that up until Super Paper Mario, this game was considered to be the darkest Mario game. And basically, there's like some robots like powering their UFO using some kind of that looked like a Wiggler that was using his juice. Thing was, I didn't have the patience back then to kill him, and since Mario Luigi doesn't give out enemy health numbers, I just assumed my game was bugged, and for a couple of years, I never finished it until 2013. Yeah, sadly, that game's like the only one in the series not to have like a remake, and I really hope Nintendo brings back that series. And honestly, Paper Jam, I think, ends with a bang. I already said, and I said it before. Oh no, wait, I did that. Xenogears. Yeah, as for Xenogears, it's a JRPG for my for the guys that found me from my ship post I made. That Wiggler that I spent the money. Basically, I bought a physical copy of the PS1 version of Xenogears before I had my PS3, and at the time, I didn't know how badly damaged the disc was. Yeah, basically when I bought it, when I was about to buy it at the register. The guy at the register told me, "Are you sure there's a lot of scratches on there?" But I was too naive, and I was like, "Yes, bitch. No, yes, sure damn, bitch." And I got to a cutscene where Ellie was like bitching to the main character, Faye, about responsibility. I don't want to get too much talking about Xenogears plot. It's goddamn Xenogears. That's all you need to know. But basically, but like, since there was like no option to like skip cutscenes, I would always like, the game would have to reset, and so I ended up returning the game. My dad ended up returning the game, and the money I got for the refund, I spent on Mario & Luigi Paper Jam. I know that game's not the most liked, is the least popular, but in my opinion, it's still a great game. Well, 2 words: Wiggler and the final boss scene. Yeah, what makes Wiggler? I already said I really like Wigglers in the Mario & Luigi games in the series, but this Wiggler was different. So you guys remember Wiggler from Sticker Star, aka one of the better parts of that game? His character, not that annoying side quest. It's kind of like that, but a lot better executed. You see, this Wiggler, he was like this guardian of this forest. Oh god, I almost died of a fatal heart attack. Sorry, I thought my mic was unplugged for a sec. Yeah, Wiggler was a guardian of the forest, and he, basically, he asked the brothers for something to eat. There's like, it's a whole sub-quest. And so the Wiggler, the Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario oblige. And he basically he wants the brothers' help to get rid of Kamek, who is basically just causing a big mess in his forest. And when you do finally confront Kamek, I think it was Paper Kamek. He is not happy, and he ends up tricking Wiggler into thinking Mario and Luigi were the ones behind that were causing trouble in his forest. And while you do come to his senses, it has like one of the biggest bait and switches that I still think brings a tear in his eye. Wiggler, covered in smoke, starts saying, looking like he was about to die, it's like saying that he was a happy Wiggler and a tired one. Before saying, it's nap time for Wiggler. And then the sad music plays, like goodbye sad. It's like, I can barely keep my eyes open. And then it gets carried away by angel Goombas. Yeah. Yeah, before you ask, what the fuck? That's really fucked up for a Mario game to have like a character who's pretty much a little kid die. But no, he ends up being perfectly fine like a couple of seconds later. He's like, Wiggler starts flying. He's like, why are you so sad? He turns into a flutter. Yeah, that's like how why Wiggler was like one of my favorite characters. My favorite character in Stickers in Paper Jam. Because not only like he like a Wiggler character done right, unlike the other characters, he kind of was brainwashed. We don't really know anything about the Wiggler in Superstar Saga. The Wiggler in Partners in Time was the proper Wiggler. The Wiggler in Bowser's Inside Story was an asshole. Yeah, the only Wiggler I don't like. And finally, the one in Dream Team was just kind of part of a misunderstanding, and I feel like that the Wiggler that there would not have been a fight had the Wiggler had Starlo told Wiggler that. So if you are aware of how Sticker Star goes, about how I bought Dream Team, but I haven't played it much. But what I do know is in the plot that Wiggler basically Popple, who was a major recurring villain in Partners in Time in Superstar Saga. This smoke pipe shadow dice that I just sound like Gilbert Godfrey for some reason. He comes back and basically He was like, apparently, if I do know, he already was causing a lot of trouble for Mario and Luigi throughout the game, but he's trying to rob some famous collector, and that's when Wiggler shows up. The Wiggler, who was on a vacation. Is worn out from people in the site and decides to come up with an idea. Make a flower garden. Wiggler's got it. Popple mistakes the... Okay. Mistakes the Wiggler for like a security guard, and he asks the brothers to pair up and kick his ass. They're not really like fighting Wiggler-ish. You're fighting less Wiggler and you're fighting more Popple. Because Wiggler's just trying to make a flower garden. Incoming scan data. Unique phase-on readings analyzed. Yep, we're gonna go back to the mines, but that'll be for next episode. I'm about to get such a reputation now here. My only light, the lonely star above. It opened up without any indication. Yeah, also, yeah, I think that also might be why I like Yoko Shimomura's music so much is because I was a big fan of Mario and Luigi. My brother also had Bowser's Side Story, but I don't think he ever talked about the music. Also, no offense, but the music and Partners in Time kind of sucked. Well, by Shimomura standards anyway. Like, the boss fight just didn't really scream Shimomura to me. It didn't even come off something like Kingdom Hearts. And like I said, I never actually finished Partners in Time. Still haven't. Yeah, I want someone to try and make a song about, like, a friend, to give the credit scene from Superstar Saga lyrics. I always, for those that don't get this, I always imagine a Japanese like singing song, singing about like friendship or something, or how your journey is finally over in sort of. Oh yeah, another hot take. I actually don't think Navi's that annoying. Yeah, her hey listen can get kind of annoying, but I think everyone just over-exaggerates it a little. And I feel like that Navi, like being like a friend, well, if you're friends like for Link, and seeing her go is kind of sad. All right, we got ourselves another piece. Oh, it's 12. 2 more to go. Gravity displeases me, so I removed it. Yeah, if I want to describe the absurdity of TF2 to literally to anybody, or maybe like a random friend or a coworker, I will probably use gravity displeases me, so I removed it. Oh, hello, soldier. Oh yeah, did anyone remember the Simpsons Death Note crossover? From last year? Okay. For those that don't know this, there was a crossover with The Simpsons. Simpsons had a crossover with, of all things, Death Note. And basically, Lisa was like, played the role for Elle. And what makes the Death Note reference even better they actually partnered with the Fox, they even partnered with I think one reason I always felt like that Death Note took. They even partnered with like a studio that actually had ties. They didn't partner with Madhouse itself, who were the studio that made Death Note, but rather DR Movie, who are a Korean studio that has worked with other animation studios in the past. okukara oreka yegu tatsuri yokeyo yokeyo daihyo yoti yurani kamai kara. Yeah, I love Death Note's theme. Yeah, I always feel like the Death Note was so popular because it came out around the right time. It came out around the time emo culture was at its highest. But yeah, what I know, people actually kind of liked that episode. And I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't like hilarious. But for a Death Note but the homage it did to Death Note, just the fact they actually got to see that worked on it. They weren't like the main animators, but they, which is awesome. Well, this is definitely the best stopping point I have. I must end the LP episode right here. Like, subscribe on Success to you. Whoa, my Jabus. That's a lot of time. Yeah, I'm splitting into 2 episodes.